Looky there, that thing's risen a little higher. Instead of being just under 4 tenths, we're just under 5 tenths. It's a little damp this morning, and all that happened, I think, in about the last hour. The dogs are trying to trip me with their dog toy. I did a little video already and I scrapped it. It was way too long. I don't do that long at the beginning. But that's wet now. Pretty much every time it has rained, I believe for the last 2 months. You walk out and scrape the driveway right after it quits, and it isn't down very far. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to turn her water on. I'm not done feeding yet either. I just figured I'd show you how wet it was out there and catch him. He knows when breakfast time is. Yesterday, Rainey was barking. I come down here to find the calf right in that corner against the gate and feed her. The cow's standing with her butt toward me, parallel to the feeder more or less. Dog standing on that heap of shit, posing and barking at her. Happy as a clam. Till she got yelled at. I don't know what her deal was. Usually she's a little nicer than that, but usually maybe she was mad at the calf because she wanted some good calf poop and the calf wasn't putting it out. I don't know. She is that way. She's one of those finicky eaters, you know. Kind of like little canned food cat commercials. So Friskies with the finicky eaters. Just think, if you could can calf poop, you can make millions of happy dogs around the world. Oh well, that's another story. I don't have a set of mics. I could probably make a few phone calls and come up with a big enough set, but yeah, Becky ordered me some off Amazon. They'll be here tomorrow. It's a set of like 6 or something. I know somewhere around here, but God, I don't know where. I mean, I looked where I thought Dad had his old tools that weren't in the shop. I found my uncle's stuff, but there weren't any mics in with it. Everything else you can imagine, but no mics. So, yeah, worst come to worst, calipers will be close enough. My eyeballs don't like to read those so well anymore. I didn't used to understand how to read mics. Now I can read mics just fine. It's reading the calipers that's hard part, because I can't see it. 713E. God, what a milk nose she's got. And she's big. Yes, you're a big girl. Alright, that's 3 minutes of your day I've already messed with. So, see, they're all in here saying, give us some grain. So I'm going to do it. Great orb has come out. Everything's already drying on top. The wind hasn't slowed down much. It might be a nice day after all, who knows? They've said for 2 weeks how we're supposed to get all this rain. Yeah. Let's see what we get. Either way, things are wet out. We can show this where the darn. That's the #1 exhaust valve. Actually looks pretty good considering. And the seat's not perfect and the valve's not perfect, but yeah, it looks uglier on film than it does in real life. And here's our intake. And it's damp. I guess we'll find out why in a few more. The intake actually does have a seal on it, but you know, it's the shaft seems to be okay. I could say the valve too while I'm at it. It looks a little better where it seals up. This one hasn't been cleaned up yet. Measured that valve, it measures right. Everything seems right. Sealing surfaces I'm not going to say it's completely smooth, but oh, come on and focus. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. It's sealed up fine. If we've got some lapping compound. Shut up, dog. I might try lapping them. It won't hurt, but I don't think it's an issue at the moment. Definitely not worth the money to rebuild the head at the moment, unless we find something worse farther down the line. So, yay. And we haven't pulled the main bearings yet because I swear to God there should have been a 5 or a 6 inch micrometer around here. I got this one, and I got a 3 inch. I need a 4 inch to do the mains. So, ordered a new set last night. They'll be here tomorrow. So instead, we just kind of finished cleaning stuff up there and cleaned the shop up a little bit. Got some stuff kind of rearranged. Got to messing with this. This is one of those things, I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass. I don't know what she did with the spring compressor. Oh, she threw it over here. I made an adapter for this old girl so we can get in there. Piece of pipe, put a skirt on it so it can't slip off because they're different sizes. It just fits on the exhaust cap. It's on the springs. The other one's a little loose. You just got enough room to get into the magnet and get the keepers out. So going together is going to be fun. Oh, did I mention going together is going to be fun? But we're just going to pull them as we go, clean stuff up. And say there it is. There's your seal on that one. But the seal doesn't look like it's been an issue. It looks good. So I don't know what to think there. Not like she smoked a lot. When she did smoke, we pulled an old trick. Mechanic who's he's probably been gone 30 or 40 years now. He was shop foreman at one of the dealers in town. He knew his shit. And they actually used to offer it. If you had a tractor that was burning a little oil, they give you a real overhaul, or they give you the poor man's overhaul. The poor man's overhaul works. Used to be, Phil's Napa laundry soap. I mean, Tide's kind of similar. It's, somewhat abrasive powdered soap. Take a handful or a cupful of that and let the intake suck it in straight into the engine. I know you're thinking, oh my God. Guess what? You get something in there a little abrasive, it works on the cylinder walls and the pistons, and they'll seal up again. We've actually done it many times on this old girl. So she was wore out when we got her, and I haven't done it for probably a year and a half, but about every couple years, I had a little plastic tray that held maybe twice what you can hold in a palm of one hand. And on, right there, that plug right there, that's the intake manifold. I'd take that plug out, crank that thing all the way up, wide open, hold that thing up there till it sucked it all in, and give it about a day, and it wouldn't smoke near as much. It actually made a big difference. It just gets a little crosshatch going again and gets the rings scuffed up again so they'll actually do what they're supposed to do. It gets you by. Got us by for 20 years on this thing. So anyway, that's enough of a story for now. Oh, and the wind's been blowing like a SOB all frickin' day too. Since the first part of the video, it cleared off and has been mostly sunny. But, and let's see, that roadie right there in front of us, That was almost clear full of flowers. Most of them are on the other side of the machine shed now. Bunch of leaves off the cherry tree behind the machine shed. They're clear down in front of the big bale barn. And the tin on every roof has been vibrating like crazy. So, yay. With the exception of putting the spring back on number 1 exhaust. We just got number 1 air intake back on. I knew it was going to be fun because got to work inside that adapter, putting the keepers back in. So went a little old school. You put a little of that cherry syrup on there and it helps hold it in there. Leaves a little on top, no big deal. Tolerances on everything is right there. All the valves measure head clearance like they're supposed to, so you know, maybe they should be ground, maybe they shouldn't. I'm thinking we're good enough the way we are, as long as the rest of them don't look any worse than this one. And really, number 1 don't look bad either. So, but in the meantime, we still have 10 more valves to do. And it's literally taken half an hour, seriously, to get the keepers back in that one. I told number 1, gravity is your friend, and we're not working with gravity here. So, like I said, that cherry goo there, that works really good. If I'll get any more for you, or not today. It's getting late. Later anyway. And I'm getting tired. Oh, excuse me. So, I'll just say thanks for watching now. Maybe by some miracle, if we get to that far end real quick, I'll bring you back, or if we find something really bad. But otherwise, hey, thanks for watching. Quick to the end. That's the end of the spring compressor. See? Anybody knows what they're like, that's what they're like. It can't fit in when they don't stick out. So, my adapter. It's actually made to fit one of them and not the other. It's made to, get it around here. It fits this one kind of sloppy because the way it's made. Hey, there you go. Kind of sloppy, but it fits tight on there. And then we adjust the clamp on the end to hold this. But the last one we just did, it fell off when we took it off, so that's fine. 1, 2, and 3 are done. Out, cleaned up. I mean, I can't find anything wrong anywhere. You can see on the shaft on the valves, you can, see a little wear to it. You can see the discolor. But man, I mean, they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be, I think they're supposed to be 373 and they're 372. And they give you quite a bit of room for slack. I haven't measured all the guides, I've only measured a few, but they're right there. So, I mean, we're within spec, not much you can do. The seats aren't all beautiful. They're pretty much all like the one I showed earlier. So, it is what it is. But like I said, the first 3 are done. And we're done for the day. They're going to have to turn that because my arm's only so long to put those keepers back on and take them off. So turn it around, and I guess I'll have to figure out how to work left-handed. Sometimes I can do that, sometimes I can't. So anyway, that's how far we got. Thanks for watching.